terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. It's Okuyebunom. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. To the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Bro, I'm watching this little video. You know how niggas like want to see people act what they do for a living? You know, when it's the highest high school in Cali, bro. You ask how they get their cars that they got. You got the ice-out charges in the fast period.
Conversion there on that play.
Like the real car.
The defense approached that one.
You paid for it. You know cars at the auction. And they don't movies.
Whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down.
Yeah.
Excellent
that
tackling
listed at
right there.
$1.5 million.
Fielded just inside the 20.
He said, how did you get it? He said, my mom works in movie cars and she loves me very, very much. 1.5 mil to spend on your kid in a high school car? You got me fucked up. But another nigga had one of them, a GTI, one of the Volkswagen GTI. Another nigga had an RS7. Like, god damn, these niggas got $20,000 cars.
Well struck.
That's how you supposed to do it, though. You got the money for it, you know, set your kids up so, you know, they go to college. They said they didn't want to go to college. They gonna sell that motherfucking car. They gonna have to ask me for shit. They're like an investment for real.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's going to
high school
so
car
far.
once I graduated high school for like 200 bands.
And now, there he goes, left side. The 20.
Everybody's got to fucking my way. Every bitch.
Way home for a Broncos score. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out.
Come here, Sonny.
Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head and working with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
To throw again on second down, Lance. And the Broncos get there and take him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lance. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Lance on the keeper. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 40, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
5 yards remain on second down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here. And at some point, got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense wanting to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On second down, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Gets this one to use check. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
All right, y'all, I'm back. Y'all hear this Paw Patrol in the background for my son.
Looking to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. This time they stay on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. Getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Switch on the mic. The iPad okay? Yes. You gotta hold the iPad up. You gotta hold it up. Hold it up. You can't drop it. Hold it right. There you go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus.
I'm about to quit this already. I can't cuss because my boy right here. I ain't gonna cuss. I can't say no bad words, okay?
Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Aaron Browning in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here. Not
what
you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half.
I can't hear y'all that good.
Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance.
I'm on Madden. Let me turn you up right quick. I say something, Red.
Into the hands of Bellinger.
And this effort will not get
there it goes. Yep.
stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Yeah, I'm on Madden, man.
In 9 yards.
See some things out with this new. I got the new franchise with the Rams. I never played with them these niggas for real. I'm sorry to say that, but
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for Broncos score. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
I see what niggas talking about Jalen Ramsey getting his ass cooked. I'm sorry. My bad.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
I feel that way.
From way up at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got
thought the niggas was advanced today. What?
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more
What you mean?
possessions.
What happened? What? Am I talking too loud?
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case
was.
In any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about
bro. If I have like literally a half a fucking
but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh my God, if I score this, he's going to be pissed.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the
Oh
Niners
my
are going to get
God,
the football
boy, this
there
nigga
as he gets
blitzing
this
every
up to the
motherfucking play.
38-yard line. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field
bro,
again.
he's nano blitzing, bro. On God, bro. This is not making sense.
Interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape.
The second time this nigga has thrown the ball, and I go to pick it off,
They
and when
lose
I
the
try to
yardage,
go
and
to
of
catch
course
it,
they
I
also
fall.
lose the down on the grounding call.
Why does that
It's
keep
quickly
happening? Look at
2nd
this
and
shit,
long.
bro. That should be a pick, bro, and I just fall every fucking time.
From the gun, it's Lance.
This nigga knows some shit, bro.
The Broncos get
Some
there
shit
and
he's
take
gonna
him
make
down.
sense.
Malik McDowell, the defensive tackle getting in there.
But it's not letting me turn around and pick the ball off.
Quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Wow, 185 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Let's go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Clark. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Lance. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, it's Clark, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Now a play fake. Lance. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time here. Lance.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
215 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.